What up, Dokkaners? Wanted to make a quick little video to remind you of just a couple of things. It's just going to be a bullet point series of announcements. So we're just going to start from the top here. The main reason why I'm making this video is to let you guys know that the rapid growth badges are back for the final week. What you're looking at here is me having completed the final batch of rapid growth missions over the last 6 weeks. We have been earning these missions every single week. The same missions, very easy. And with these missions, you were able to earn 10 rapid growth badges per week. These growth badges can be used to exchange for items from the Baba Shop, ranging from Kais, don't buy those, tickets, some people bought those, and most importantly, Dragon Stones. They marketed this originally as a way to earn stones. And this is something that they have been doing every single year before the anniversary. Last year, the Dragon Stone ores, we earned, I think, 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever. And then we exchanged them all at the door right as the anniversary started and got all of our stones. That was, I think, the most satisfying. The way they handled it this year was the stupidest way they could have done it, because this led to a lot of confusion for a lot of people where they had the growth badges, they bought the stones, but then the inventory didn't update. So then some people after a couple of days went back and thought that the inventory was not going to update until you spent everything. So then people started spending past their 20 growth badges, and they spent it on things like Kais and tickets. And now some people are in a situation where they can't use any of their growth badges left over because they either don't have any or don't have enough to buy Dragon Stones. So that is why I am making this extra video to remind you guys, do not spend your growth badges on anything other than Dragon Stones unless you are deliberately doing so. Some people have argued that they want to do that extra LR multi. Fine, if you want to, so be it. I personally want to go with Dragon Stones because stones are universal. You can use those stones to do singles or to do multis on whatever banner you choose, because now you have the flexibility of deciding what you want to spend them on instead of using tickets that have an expiration date and are hard coded onto certain banners. I would rather go for stones. These dates right here are the times and the dates when they'll actually update the inventory. 20 Dragon Stones were available from the 4th of June until the 20th. If you bought those 20 stones then with your 20 growth badges, great. Then the stones again refresh on the 20th of June until the 2nd of July. If you bought your stones during that window, great. Do not buy any more after that because there will not be any more stones. So after the end of part 2, you should have 20 growth badges left over if you're trying to go for stones. And then the final update will be happening on the 2nd of July until the 30th of July. That is currently where I am at right now. I spent 20 in part 1. I spent 20 in part 2, which was a couple of days ago. And I have 20 left over. Those will be spent when part 3 rolls around in about a week. Then I will spend them for the Dragon Stones, which, by the way, I will make one more video when that time comes to once again reinforce and let you guys know that it is now available. I'm doing this again solely because of all of the tragic comments I saw on Twitter when I posted that tweet saying do not spend. People were like, wait, what? The inventory updates? There's only so much I can do. I make these videos, hopefully you guys watch them, but for those people who don't watch those videos, they're not informed, either because they don't read or because they don't remember. So that is why I am going to make an extra video to remind you guys then. Hopefully you guys who missed out before watch this now and you remember not to spend on either of these. That is the first announcement. Next announcement, a Dragonstone subscription service for a much better price is going to be starting on July 6th. I was originally going to wait for this video to post it on the 6th of July, but I actually realized that my subscription myself won't be ending for a few days afterwards. So I figured I'd notify you guys right now. This is for those of you who spend money on the game. Those of you who are low to play players or low spenders or even moderate spenders, anyone who spends money on the game, this is one of those things where it is an absolute steal. Very, very good deal. I believe usually the subscription services are like 10 bucks a month or 11 bucks a month, but for this special price, which will be revealed later on, I believe it's half off. I don't remember off the top of my head. I will do another video when this drops next week. But yeah, if you guys do spend money, this is going to be one to look out for. This is absolutely fantastic. This is the way to try to get you to buy into the subscription service. And then at that point, once you grow accustomed to how many stones you're getting per day, that's how they get you. So, you know, if you want to continue, feel free. The subscription service is generally the best bang for your buck in terms of stones and how much you get out of it. The cost is basically the timing. You don't buy all of those stones in one lump sum. You're getting it incrementally throughout the month. So it is generally a good deal, even without this discount. Next announcement, update 5.12.0 will be dropping on global. This is a very useful quality of life update. What this basically does is it makes the Extreme Z battle process more streamlined and easier. So for example, if you go to stage for any Extreme Z battle past or whatever stage it is, if you run through the event, you might know that when you run through the event, you have to click auto when the fight starts to actually trigger the auto. Now it will no longer do that. Now, if your auto is already set, it will proceed on as if auto was already there. It is up to you to toggle it off. Based on your last run, that is what dictates. So if you end the last run with auto on, then it will remain on. If you end the last run with auto off, then it will start with the auto off. This is very useful for someone like me who likes to crank out a bunch of EZAs to get a bunch of Hercule statues to farm Zenny. This is something that I recommend a lot of you guys do because number one, every new stage costs 0 stamina. So that means you will not be burning any stamina on this. Instead, you can spend your stamina link leveling, farming on other things, doing other content. You don't have to waste it on Zenny farming. Number two, at some point, Dokkan might decide to make titles actually worth something. If they do that, a lot of people who have already started the EZA grind on all of these different stages will have a giant head start. Every single one of these EZAs, if you go to stage 77 and complete it, you will earn a unique title. At some point down the road, if those titles end up meaning something, you will not have to then do that to get that title because you will already have it. So I think for the sake of the present and the future, this is the best way to earn Zenny. You also earn 1.5 million Zenny per run. If you've got a good team for an Extreme Z battle, you could go the distance, 20 stages past, 30, 40, 50. I think it is much better overall than any other option except for the daily Hercule event. The daily Hercule event, for the cost of 15 stamina, will give you about 1 to 1.3 million Zenny if you're lucky, which is not bad. So if you do want to spend stamina, use this. I think this is the best stamina version, and I think that the Extreme Z battle is the best 0 stamina version. That's your next announcement. Update 5.12.0 will be dropping. When will it be dropping? Probably at the same time as the World Tournament, as we've got a maintenance announced for Global. This is set to drop on the 28th at 1800, which is an hour after reset. This is going to be dropping for 5 hours, so from the 1800 to 1 a.m. the next day. That is how long the maintenance is going to be going on. What will be in the maintenance? Update 5.12. We will also probably receive World Tournament assets, as we've been given an announcement that Genius Bulma Battle Prep is being revamped. So we will probably get medals, assets for TURs, whatever Extreme Z Awakenings and other TURs that are coming up. During the World Tournament, we will get all those. We could even see the incoming sub EZAs for the Go Tanks. So little fun fact here, when I made my first campaign review video talking about this, I said that there were sub EZAs coming up for Go Tanks. That wasn't true, because as you can see here, the reopening is happening, yeah, but there were no sub EZAs. Why? Global Dokkan being stupid? I don't know. So they could end up retroactively including the sub EZAs and saying, oh yeah, it was there all along with that update. So maybe we will get the Go Tanks assets, the Super Saiyan Go Tanks assets. Not the biggest deal, but still, you know, you want these EZAs when they're around, because why wouldn't you? You always want them to get EZAs. So hopefully we get that. Super Battle Road assets will also drop as well. Guru event will be going away when the World Tournament goes live. And I think that's about it in terms of updates. They could also throw in some more 8-year anniversary stuff as we're getting close. Maybe some countdown stuff, because next week is the 8-year countdown celebration. So maybe this update can also include some of that. But there you have it, folks. Those are your bullet points for announcements on Global. Please, please, please stay on top of the rapid growth missions. Do not spend where you don't want to spend. Save your 60 growth badges for what matters, stones and nothing else. But of course, ultimate judgment is up to you. And hopefully everything else has kept you up to date on everything coming up on Global. We don't have much for the finish, right? Peton, World Tournament, Super Battle Road, that's it. And then it is all hands on deck for the 8-year anniversary. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on the rapid growth badge situation on Global? I know I've asked this a couple of times. Some people have been very upset about it. Some people have not. Has your opinion changed on that whole thing? What do you think about the update 5.12.0 with this new streamlined Extreme Z Battle, repetition? Does this make you feel more inclined to do Zenny farming on Extreme Z battles, or does it not really matter to you so much? Let me know your thoughts about any of that or even anything else in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.